Hello, this is Michele Knight and welcome to a radical August astrology. Not only do we have a full moon and eclipse of the full moon, we have a new moon and eclipse of the sun. Yes, we are in eclipse season, which is all about radical and dramatic change. Our soul is going for a revolution, or even through a revolution. Here's your monthly astrology. Aries, this month is fire, baby. Funnily enough, to get me in the mood to do Aries, I just played Ellie Goulding's Burn, which was a mistake, because then it made me cry, because it made me think of my beautiful girlfriend, Knight-Waite, who makes these films. Anyway, it's one of those months. It's full of passion. It's full of desire. And actually, your love life is going to get shaken to the core with all sorts of possibilities. As I said in the intro, this month is all about the eclipses and also Mercury going retrograde. But these eclipses are soul shakers. We kick off with, actually, let's talk about Uranus first of all. On the 3rd, Uranus, the planet of the unpredictable, the planet of the surprising, is going retrograde, is going backwards. Now, Uranus has been in our sign for some time, bringing in all sorts of surprises. Perhaps you've changed your identity in some way. Perhaps you've allowed yourself to express your unique soul. Perhaps you had no choice to do that. Things just happened and you were forced into truly being yourself. Now, with Uranus going backwards for a few months, we're forced to do the inner work. The inner work about our identity. It can also bring about situations from the past that just pop up to test us and to hopefully evolve our spirit. Back to the main news. This full moon eclipse. It's going to be very intense. Full moons are all about peak experiences. And for you, you're coming to a point where you're reaching the top of an experience connected to teamwork, perhaps social media, perhaps friendships. And you're being, again, drawn into an emotional whirlwind. Things will rise from your unconscious and you'll see things clearly. It may be that you're letting go of a group of people, but because it's a full moon, there's a whole kind of new experience coming your way. On top of that, this moon has got several fabulous things attached to it. We have the moon, obviously in your position of friendships, collaborations, social media, all of that stuff is going through a radical shift. It's trine Jupiter, the planet of good fortune, and that's in your position of your personal relationships. So they are also, all of your intimate connections are going through a change, and it's sextile the sun in your happy place. Think about that little penguin tap dancing. That is going to be you this month. Anyway, Kathy's looking, what penguin? You know, the happy feet. Anyway, on top of that, we have Mars, our ruler, also in that position of creativity and self-expression, children, play, and all of that stuff is coming to the surface. And the new moon with the solar eclipse is bringing that to the surface. Let's get to that in a minute. So generally, you're focusing on your friendships, your collaborations, and creating something new. Perhaps you'll turn something that you do and take it from a hobby or a side thing into doing a website and pushing it forward in some way. Anything to do with websites is good. It's good to do a rebranding. It's good to do refocusing. It's also great for charity work. You'll get a lot of satisfaction back from doing charity work, giving back, or if you've got some specific skills, sharing them with other people. All of that stuff is good karma in the bag and it will uplift you. On the 10th, we have the Sun sextile Jupiter, and that's very good for you because it's a day of a peak emotional and exciting experience. It's great for dating. You've got the creativity, you've got the soulmates, you've got the sensuality. All of that stuff is, you know, very well highlighted on the 10th. It's the sun is shining on it, Jupiter is expanding it, and off we go. On the 12th, Venus is trine Neptune. Be careful that you don't get lost in a magical mystery tour, a kind of drug-like attraction. However, having said that, it's equally good to have a real sort of spiritual or tantric experience with someone. Now, Mercury turns retrograde on the 13th. And for you, it's let's face it, it's challenging for everyone. Obviously, you've got to take care of the details in your life. But for us Aries, it's even more intense because it's focused on our health and well-being. It's focused on, you know, paperwork and making sure that we're paying attention to everything that comes our way. I don't know about you, but sometimes, you know, I could sign something without reading it. I could do all sorts of nonsense because I'm in a rush to get to the next thing. And I'm so busy. So we've all got to double check. But also, how are you doing when it comes to your health and well-being? Let me just turn the sound off. I hope I've turned the sound off. Yeah. How are you doing with your health and well-being? It's about changing patterns. The good thing is, let's say in the past, you had a healthy way of being. You ate in a better way or you exercised in a better way. Let's face it, you know, I'm going to try to use Mercury to go back to my healthy ways, getting up and doing a 2-mile walk. All of that stuff, bring it back in. And then that kind of changes and shifts the negative experience that we might experience with Mercury. Use it to look backwards and to reap the rewards of the past. It may be that someone gets in touch. It may be that you might find yourself thinking old critical thoughts about yourself. Whatever you do, don't do that. Just know that Mercury is messing with your mojo and you are the beloved. So, you know, love bomb yourself if that happens. Now, another good thing, on the 20th, we have Mars sextile Jupiter. Now, Mars is making us very frisky, very sensual, very sexy, very hungry, very wanting to go out there and create and make things happen. But obviously it's Mars. And, you know, we could be a little bit over enthusiastic with this fiery energy there. So watch that. But when he hooks up with Jupiter, happy days. And again, it's great. You should have some amazing sensual experience, sexual experience, creative experience. If you are into having a kid, it's great. It's very good for kind of children, but unexpected children. It's very good for sort of healing your relationship with children, being playful with your kids, all of that jazz. And also, it's tremendously good for your creativity, so make sure you're doing that. Now, the new moon and eclipse of the sun happens on the 21st, and also the sun and moon are trine Uranus in your 5th. This is the day when you're going to have to be really honest with yourself about what you want from love, what you want from relationships, and what you want to create. Because change is happening. And this change is going to rock your soul. It could be that you have an amazing connection with someone in a brand new relationship. If your relationship's not working, it may be that you let it go. It may be that you commit to your creativity and putting stuff out there in the world. But whatever it is, it's joyful. It's a good one. But it's change. Whatever happens, if you're in a relationship, it can take that relationship to the next cycle. If you're single or celibate or you're not interested in having a sexual relationship, you could channel that energy into a creative project and it will fulfill you on every level. What else we got going on? We've got Mars trining Saturn on the 22nd. And Saturn is just about to go direct on the 25th. And you may have felt a bit dragged down by responsibility. But basically, I think we're building up to a time where you're going to be adventurous and creative and stretch your boundaries and feel just generally very optimistic, fingers crossed. If you're going through a hard time, I send you a lot of love. And the universe is sending you hope, sending you the vibrations to help shift things. Obviously, you've got to work with that energy, but that energy is there for you. Finally, Saturn turns direct on the 25th. And Saturn is in your position of travel and learning. You may have had to go back to the past to do something properly when it came to learning and responsibility. Now it's all full steam ahead. Venus is also entering Leo, which brings it into that energy of creativity, sensuality, yada, yada, yada. So it's just reinforcing that. And it's perfect and fundamentally important for helping you build up a nurturing and loving relationship with yourself. Finally, on the 31st, Mercury, although retrograde, is re-entering Leo. There may be a few ex-lovers to deal with. Could even be an ex-lover pops up if that's the right thing for you now. But certainly, this month is interesting. Make the most of your creative soul. I send you so much love. Take care, and I'll speak to you soon. Hello, wonderful one. Thank you so much for listening. It would be fabulous if you liked, subscribed, or shared. It would be really, really helpful. Also, I have a ton of free stuff for you. Horoscope.co.uk for everything astrology, and michelleknight.com for everything psychic and free tarot reading. See you there.